What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you will not regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back. Guys, you got to excuse my morning voice. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning. I jumped up, threw my clothes on from yesterday. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is I have something that cannot wait. This will shed a whole lot of sunshine on the situation of why Carlee Russell did what she did, why she's not talking, and it makes a lot of sense to a lot of the silly stuff that she's done, said, and is claiming to have all these psychological problems and stuff, all in the effort to throw off police and not cooperate. Check this out. Now, we all know the particulars. I'm not going to make no jokes about this. I already said yesterday in the video I made before where, hey, I forgive her because I'm not into cyberbullying, but I still have to do my job and report things as they come. There's a YouTuber out here, and I seen this about an hour ago. It came across, my phone had went off. It came across on YouTube for me to look at his name, and I got to shout him out because the pictures I'm going to show you came from his video. Now, I believe in giving somebody their flowers. So the YouTuber's name is JLR Investigates. He went to Alabama. I don't know if he lives close or not. He went to Alabama and recreated walking through the scene, almost like I did when I was in Memphis, covering the Tyree Nichols case. So I give him respect. His video is in the description box below. I'll leave a link to it. It's a 37 video where he walked back there, guys, and just showed a lot of stuff that was back there. And I'm going to go over some of the things he showed, but I still implore you to go check his video out because he's going to say things I can't say because I don't want to take his total shine. Check this out. Remember they said she was found, she came back and they said she was unresponsive, and then come to find out she was responsive? We're going to break things down as they come. That part right there, right, was how she was setting it up to where she was going to make it to where like she can't remember certain things and things are hazy to throw off police until she had time to come up with a better story. That's part one. That's the first thing, right? Her saying that, she couldn't figure out certain things. Now, let's go to the beginning. Remember she said she was looking for the baby and she stopped at that sign that said Bessemer and whatever, right? Pictured up here. Was it exit 10? The way she pulled up strategically, and one of my viewers said in the comments, they said, yeah, it seemed like she pulled up the way she could be hidden behind a sign. I believe she knew that. She pulled up. When she got out on that highway, that particular stretch of highway, there are no street lamps. It's complete darkness over there. And that's what baffled police when they're like, how did you see this kid over here running for 600 yards? And you could monitor this little white kid running in high grass with no street lights out there. She didn't think the plan through. That's the first question mark. Now, when she got out the car, it's like she disappeared. I didn't see her get out the car in the grainy video, but some of you guys said you did. More power to you. She got out and went to the woods, right? Remember she said she got over there by the tree line. Somebody came out and got her. I believe that's true. But let me tell you, people reporting have never been over in that area. That is thick woods back there. When she said somebody came in and grabbed her, I think somebody met her back there. She did not do this by herself. When you go look at his video, you'll see why. She went through them woods. Somebody met her at that tree line or inside them woods. When you first go in them woods, he walks through the woods. It's a path back there. The path is a drainage ditch that has those spillways, them cement spillways where, rainwater and stuff collects and it goes down and collects back there. Also back there is a tunnel. You can see the tunnel pictured here. The spillway goes into a tunnel and stops it from flooding, having the water rise up and go, onto the freeway. What's crazy about it is This guy right here, JLR Investigates, walked through that tunnel. The tunnel goes under the whole freeway and comes out on the other side past the tree line. Now, if she stayed on this side of the highway, guys, right when you got to the tunnel that I showed, if you look to the left, there are fences. The fences run down, and it's a neighborhood, but it's a bunch of woods and stuff. It's a wooded area. I mean, it's thick wooded area back there because people are not supposed to be back there. It's just a trail that's made by the water that goes through the spillway. Unless you are a herpetologist, somebody that deals with lizards and snakes and wildlife, you would not be back there because, I mean, it's really naturally fixed up to where it's all kind of wildlife back there. Her as being who she is and pretty AF, like she said in her text when she was going back and forth with this stripper girl or whoever, and being girly, prim and proper, she would not be back there. It's no way. No woman would be back there. You know, you scared of snakes. I wouldn't be back there. It's too dark. Wildlife, you can't see in front of you. She didn't have no flashlight. So that means what? Somebody had to be back there already talking to her either on another phone or some way to communicate, like, hey, be here exactly this time because I'm going to be sitting back here in this dark. I ain't trying to be back here. She got out the car, made the fictitious call, ran back there, rendezvoused with somebody, met them. They took her through all of that stuff. And I'm serious. I don't know what was going on. I still don't know the motive of why she was doing this, but it had to be worth it for her to go through hell and go through all them that wooded area back there and risk, you know, falling or getting hurt or whatever. Now, he went through the whole thing. Now, it had me thinking. I said, okay, this is how she escaped. Now, back there, he found people did go back there and search because he found some, missing signs, missing things where people had pamphlets, where people must have went back there and looked and seen she wasn't there and left them back there. Now, they did search back there, but I think when Carlee Russell had the people searching, they put it together in their head. It's no way she came this way. This is a baffling mystery. We would have seen what's going on. You know, somebody would have seen her. There are houses right there. Remember, she said the guy made her climb over the gate. That's very key because if you go back there, the spillway is, it's kind of wide, but it spills and the water can only go one way. To go to the houses, you would have to get off the spillway, go through a bunch of thick bushes and dead branches. It would have made so much noise. And then the only fences are fences in the people's homes. That's why when they came to the hospital, they had already searched that. So they already had a landscape of which way she could only go, right? When they went back there and started asking questions, he made you go over a fence. The only fences is houses. What house was it? Where were you standing at? What part did you go through? Oh, it's hazy. I can't remember. She was going in certain avenues. And when they said, okay, well, if that's what you're doing, this is over here. Okay. We think we know the house. What happened? I can't remember. See, she put more focus on what was done to her, but she couldn't say anything about the assault or anything that happened to her because it never happened. Stuff she saw in the movies, she fictitiously made this story. And then when it got close enough to being exposed, or when the eyebrows started to move, or she started getting funny looks, she would change the thing. Luckily, just trying to escape the interrogation as she took it in the hospital when all they wanted was facts. It was like being in the first 48 in your hospital bed. Now, all of a sudden, once they say, hey, we'll give you time because she's acting traumatic in the hospital and you don't want to stress nobody out in the hospital, when you get home, just get well. We'll talk about it. People still thinking it's a public threat. She goes home, sneaks out the hospital. Remember, nobody in the media saw her leave. So they snuck her out the hospital whenever she left out the hospital, right? Now she's home and in the house, the family has the power. She don't want to talk. Police keep coming to the house. Hey, we got to close this case. If there's a public threat, we have to talk. And, they're scratching their heads because don't you want justice for your daughter to the parents? You see what I'm saying? everything is looking crazy. And we started making videos about it. Now, she don't want to talk, still ain't going to talk. And I think they're going to have to make her talk. Where she was at, what happened, so on and so forth. For you to leave a car, an expensive car, a red Mercedes at that, on the highway, and all this other stuff, there are things that lets me know that her parents don't know the whole story neither. The boyfriend, I think he was the first one to jump ship because she can't answer the questions and he's not stupid and she won't talk to him neither. You know what? I know you're lying, I'm done. And he was the first one to jump off the ship. The family can't do that. But the thing that's crazy is it's a tunnel back there. That's the only way she could have went to stay clean. I don't see her going through the bushes. Nobody grabbed her because you would have heard it back there. I mean, it's a bunch of dead leaves, and with somebody struggling with you, he can't keep his hand on your mouth that whole time. You're a grown up. You could have screamed or made some noise. Dogs would have been barking. Just being back there, dogs would have been barking. You see how this don't play out? The reason why Carlee Russell is not talking is because the more she talks, the more she incriminates herself. And now, because they did all the searches and stuff that she didn't think, she definitely ain't going to say nothing with the way social media is coming at her, and she's exposed. This is why she's not talking, because it's somebody else that was involved in this stuff that guided her through that backwoods BS, right? And she don't want to incriminate them because it'll blow the whole thing open. So I think she keeping her mouth shut and just taking it, because if she implicates the other people or person that was involved with helping her, they gonna tell it all. I mean, the cat already out the bag, but it's something else moving in the bag and we don't know what it is. And it's gonna come out eventually. But guys, that is the reason why this young lady is not talking. She wasn't the only one. Somebody helped her. And I know people will say that's crazy. Bro, listen, you are not gonna, if you see what that looks like during the day, imagine that at night with no lights back there and a bunch of possums, raccoons, snakes, lizards, all kinds. Remember, it's summertime, everything come out at night back there. You think a prim and proper girl from a nice suburban household is going to go and jump back in the thicket and traverse back through there? A woman at that, where it could be people lurking back there and everything else. I mean, come on, nobody does that. That's like going on a park bench in the middle of the woods and laying there and feeling comfortable as a regular person and thinking nothing's going to land on you. No bugs are going to bite you. No creatures are going to come out, and somebody might not kill you in your sleep nowadays. Ain't that much comfort in the world. She had help and somebody helped her. She don't want to give them up. And she also don't want to, she just want to stick this story and hope this whole thing go away. Hiding under your pillow don't stop the world from moving around you outside, young lady. You got to say something and come clean. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Like I said, you check this guy out, JLR Investigates. Link in the description box. He blew the whole thing open when he showed me that thing. Now, me, it's a cultural thing. Black culture. We know black culture, black people. When you see that video, there's stuff I probably missed. Y'all know we got the best commenting family out here on YouTube. Drop a comment if you think I missed something. But tell me if you think I'm on to something. To me, that's why she not talking. Because somebody else helped her. She didn't go back there by herself. The police done already searched back there. And when she found out that they did, because they was naming stuff that she probably seen or stuff they know, she was like, okay, they know more than me. Let me shut up because, and then she got quiet. Now she blaming, ooh, it's hazy. It is what it is. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, leave a comment and you check this brother out, JLR Investigates. Good video. Worth checking out. See you.